Greetings, you with Giant, and you know where I'm at. Pondcast with Beane, and I'm here. I couldn't help myself. I had to take a drink. And then when I got here, I stood up here, I pedaled down, and then the brother said, well, go up there and lay down. So I went up, I kept talking, and then I laid down. Y'all enjoy your day. Yeah!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, another episode of the Instincts PONDCast. When I tell you, I am excited. We are at Beane Acres. We are on the Instincts PONDCast today with a legend all the way from New York, and I can't tell the story better than he can. Brother Hassan Yassin, welcome, man.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it, man.
I appreciate you.
And let me tell you what's different about this one, so we can have a moment of transparency. Brother Andre Norman brought you out here not even an hour ago.
Yes.
We've been four-wheeling and dealing. How'd you like the trails?
I love the trails. I was going to say, can we take one more trail on the way out?
Oh, we got two more to show you.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
This is extremely impromptu, right? Meaning, I just met Brother Hassan today, an hour ago. He was brought out by Andre Norman. Shout out to Big Andre Norman. But when I heard just enough about his story and saw about 3 minutes of a 12-minute video, we set up shop and we good to go, man. And we got to start the show one way.
Yes.
Here's the tradition. What is arguably the toughest thing in life you've had to overcome? And then how'd you overcome it? Let's inspire some people.
I'm going to say it had to be my thinking, my stinking thinking.
Oh, wow.
Just the way I thought, my environment, my neighborhood, the influence that was around me, I didn't have a chance to see outside that box.
Wow.
You know?
The toughest thing you had to overcome was your mindset.
My mindset.
So talk about the environment. For the people that don't know you, we're going to help some people right now who we know are in a similar situation.
Yes.
Giant, not Hassan.
Oh.
Giant.
Okay. I said Hassan.
Yeah, you said my real name.
Oh, okay.
But Giant is what the world knows.
Giant.
Is what the world knows.
Giant.
Yes.
Got you. Okay. Brother Giant Yassin.
Yes.
Giant Yassin. Real quick. And on the YouTube video, there was a brand.
Bartendaz.
Bartendaz. Giant Yassin with Bartendaz.
Yes.
All right, let's go. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, another episode of the Instincts PONDCast. This is extremely impromptu. I met Brother Giant today with Bartendaz.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes, you are.
I saw him on YouTube, a 3-minute segment of a 12-minute clip, and Big Andre Norman brought him out. Shout out to Brother Andre Norman, always willing to help, man. Ever since I met Dre, I've been seeing him help individuals, and he's going to help us help a lot of people today. Giant, I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you having me.
I really appreciate
Thank
you.
you.
The tradition on the show is simple. People think we haven't gone through some stuff. Arguably, what's the toughest thing in life you've had to overcome? And more importantly, how'd you overcome it?
The biggest thing I had to overcome was my stinking thinking.
Okay, how so?
My environment, the influence, and, you know, the things that I want to be associated with. I could have wound up in the box.
And where are you from? Because there's some people out there who may not be from your city, but they're in similar situations. Talk about that environment.
I'm from New York City, the land of a lot of reflection and fake bling bling. And sometimes we get caught up with the fake things in life and not the real things that are beneficial to us as far as principle.
Okay, what borough?
New York City, Harlem, New York.
Harlem, New York, up north.
Up north.
All right, Manhattan. So here's the reality. When you say your stinking thinking was a direct reflection of your environment, what was the environment like? Was it the 80s? Was it the 70s? Talk to me about what was going on.
Well, it was the 80s for me, but the 70s was my influence because those were the older brothers that I was looking up to. That's all I seen in my environment.
Okay.
You know, I didn't get the people with the 9-to-5 jobs, and I seen the people on the streets, and the whole reflection was, look what I have, and how do I get what you got?
Flash.
No one ever said, I went to the left so much, I didn't even know right existed.
Wow.
All I knew was the left, because that's what they showed me. Until I seen one day somebody said, right exists. And I was like, wow, it does? But I had to change the mindset.
How long did that take? Now, at what point did you have an epiphany where you're like, you know what? Or was it, in other words, it's a crazy question, but was it a tipping point where you decided, I'm going right? Or was it gradual, the environment, your circumstances? What took you from left to right?
I'm going to say definitely a lot of prayer.
Absolutely.
I learned how to pray, you know. I learned how to meditate. I learned how to look at myself and say, are you happy with who you are? Because one time I had one of the biggest embarrassments. I was, you know, I didn't really get disciplined a lot as a child. I was a pretty good kid. But I have to say, I was embarrassed one day. That was the biggest beating of my life. I had all my jewelry on, my motorcycles with all my friends, about 10 deep. And the lady knew me and she said, Hassan, your mother know you acting like that? And I was like, I was embarrassed.
Wow.
And I was the toughest dude there, and I was embarrassed.
Embarrassed by the fact that she called you out?
The fact that she called me out, and more embarrassed, I didn't really know who I was, because I know I wasn't that.
Wow.
It was like Halloween. I had all these different masks. If you a rapper and I'm with you, I'm so much of influence, I'm a rap, I'm a chameleon. You a DJ, I'm a DJ. You selling drugs, I'm gonna sell drugs. Whatever you doing, I can do. I wanna adapt, but I didn't know who I was.
Did some of that stuff land you in the wrong road? I know we talked off record about some prison time.
Yes.
How many years?
4.
4 years in prison?
4 years.
Can you talk about it?
Yes, but I just want to openly say first, I was already mentally locked up before I went to prison.
Oh, wow.
I don't want people to think that prison got me, like my mind got me locked up, which winded up in prison. And I had the opportunity to meet some beautiful, great minds that I didn't even know existed. And they said, this is no longer your prison. It's going to be your cocoon because we see you as a butterfly. I ain't no butterfly. And they're like, yeah, you're about to be one. You look real ugly, but inside you got some beautiful things. And I was like, I do?
Nobody ever talked to you?
Me?
Yeah.
So the last epiphany was I took a GED test and failed. My boy said, do it again. I bet you 100 push-ups. I took it again and failed. And then the OG tapped me on my shoulder because he heard me running my mouth. I ain't taking that test again. I don't need no GED, blase, blase. He said, you taking that test again. And I was like, why you care?
Right.
That was it for me.
The fact that
one of the most toughest dudes in the prison is like, you taking that test again. And why would you want me to take a test?
Right.
You care.
Now, how long ago was that?
That was in 1989.
89. Okay, good.
89. And I never been. Actually, I said, you know what, when I leave this prison, I'll be back. And they laughed at me. So why would you want to come back? I said, I got to come back because you owe me a check for taking my freedom. So if I can't get a check, then I'm going to create a free dome and open up other people's minds. You'll let the wrong one out.
Now we talking. Okay. So wait, let me get this straight. Y'all owe me a check.
You owe me
took some time from me.
Yes.
And if you don't give me a check, I'm gonna
come back and make it a free dome and free minds, because I can't give people freedom, but I can open your mind and make it a free dome.
Well, that's why this is perfect, because before we talk about exactly what you do, I mean, you even sized me up. That's crazy.
I mean, I didn't mean it, brother. It's
he
just
sized me up and said, you must do martial arts. That is crazy. So before we talk about it,
yes,
the format of the show, we usually fast forward to the end right now anyway, and tell everybody what you're doing right now. So in a nutshell, now I've heard a few nicknames. Celebrity, the fitness guru for celebrities. I've heard. What exactly do you do if you had to give me one line right now?
Natural body weight exercise.
That's what I thought.
Free of weights.
Yes.
Because I want to train your grandmother. I want the person in a wheelchair. I want the 2-year-old that's having trouble walking. This is how you know your system works. I don't need a gym. I just need you.
So my own body, my own mass, what God gave me, I can use it.
God gave you the ultimate machine, so why would you go get on another machine if you have the ultimate machine? You could get on a treadmill, it's moving and you're moving with it, but God gave you the ultimate body, man, the ultimate machine.
Even for people that want to lose weight?
Even for lose weight.
Not just chisel up?
Nah, it's bigger than that. It starts with the mindset first.
Okay.
You know, so if I could get you to think about moving your mind, because that's the biggest muscle, not the bicep, not the legs. The biggest muscle is the mind. So if I can get your mind to move, the body's the easy part.
Got it. Okay, got it. Okay, so walk me on this journey. So Giant, when did you discover, or how did you discover this? Because if you guys haven't seen the YouTube videos, we're going to tell everybody where to find it. But if you guys haven't seen how this man can take, I mean, some people do pull-ups, and some people do pull-ups, clap 3 times, do a donut, and do How in the world are you able, when did you discover that you had that type of strength and could teach people how to do it?
Well, what I really want to say first, that I was already doing pull-ups, because the older brothers in the neighborhood, that was the most positive thing they gave me. I was in the parks, I'm watching them do what they do. Come here, young fella, get on this bar. So I jumped on the bar, did some pull-ups with them, because they was there meeting for conversation.
Right.
Not all positive, but I was there because they like me.
Okay.
You know, I'm the guy that's running to the store for you. Get on that bar right quick, do a push-up. But I don't know what I'm doing, I just want to be down.
Okay.
So I get locked up. I start working out with everybody else. I'm working out with everybody else. And then one day somebody said, yo, man, young blood, they coming to the yard to watch you. I'm like, who's coming to the, they're not watching. He said, they watching you. Why? the way you move on the bar, brother. We got a crowd. We in prison. Like, so if I can get your attention in here, you better go home and do something with this, man. I ain't going home to do no pull-ups. I'm going to get this money. So, you know, I came home. I'm working. Actually, somebody said, I want you to become a messenger when you come home to walk and clear your mind. Don't go get no job at a desk because you're not going to be able to think.
Okay.
So I took that advice. I became a messenger. I'm making my deliveries. I'm in the parks working out. I'm starting to call my brothers up, some of my friends up. Come to the park. Let's just build as men. Let's just conversate. We're working out. And then one day, a young lady said, walking by the train station with a few young ladies, every time we see y'all in the park, brother, you get us drunk watching you. I get you drunk on the bar. Bartendaz.
That's how the brand came.
That's how the brand came.
Okay.
Literally, just like this.
She said, we get drunk every time we watch.
Every time we watch you on that bar, you get us drunk watching you. Bartendaz. As a matter of fact, Bud don't make you wiser. And in my neighborhood, St. Isaac give you crooked eyes. I think I'm on to something. Drink at this bar before you wind up behind the wrong bars. I think I got a program. But how you gonna take a program into school? You ain't got no GU. How you gonna get in? I'm just gonna keep working.
Wow.
I'm just gonna keep working and doing pull-ups. The crowds got bigger. Then my friend said, okay, now it's time to go borough to borough, park to park. We don't need no money. Let's just go to everybody's park and bring life and bring health back without them having a budget to go to the gym. I can't afford to go to the gym. Gotcha. I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't afford it. I wanna go to Equinox, I can't afford it, but I got a bar across the street from my house. And it's me versus me with no roof, and I'm back with nature. This is it.
Now, for those that missed it, include myself, spit that bar one more time, man.
Bartendaz, pull up on the bars, don't wind up behind the wrong bars. Do some dips on the bar, then dip your head into a book. Do some push-ups and push up past negativity, because Bud does not make you wiser. So pull up on this bar. And I said, this is going to be something special. I didn't even realize I said that. I'm like, okay, now this is the Most High. This is all of the prayers. This is you. I'm showing you through action. I'm trying to engage my people.
Right.
So I feel the Most High must have said, it's your time.
Now listen, you guys are going to see it. People are like, what is he talking about? The bar and the push-up. Wait until you see it. I got a 3-minute glimpse of it. I tried to do one, but
nah, brother. So if you don't mind me asking, if you was to say from 1 to 100, where you was at with your health or your fitness, what would you say?
Oh man, I eat horribly, so I'm gonna give myself.
You don't look that horrible, brother. You eat good, brother. You look good, brother.
I appreciate it.
Actually, you look great.
I know, I appreciate it. I'll give myself a 6. I can do way better. I'll give myself a 6.
Well, I can definitely give you the other 4 and make that a 10.
How so? What would you do with me?
First thing again is the mindset. And once again, see, the pull-up, people think it's so hard because this is the only exercise you do where you pulling up to the Most High. You're pulling up and you're going against gravity.
Absolutely.
Do you really understand the science of what you're doing? So once you start pulling up, you're going against gravity, you're pulling up to the Most High. It starts with the pull-up.
Can you take a person who can't do one? Because most people, a lot of people can't. They might do a pull-up, but the chin will never go over the bar. Can you take a person that can't do one?
I can take a person, not even a person, I can take a youth, child, adult, senior. And I say this because
I got you.
From a child to a teen to an adult, I train rappers, I train celebrities. Why? Because they know that I can lift all those weights, those dumbbells. That's why they call them dumbbells. It's for not dumb people, but it's just a weight. You can pick it up, put it down. But can you pick your body weight up? So if you go to a gym right now, you see the whole gym picking up weights. And how many people you see on that pull-up bar, which is the real challenge of self? Very few. If there's 300 people in the gym, 10 people on that pull-up bar.
Absolutely. It's serious. No, it's serious.
You know, and even some of my martial arts, like grandmasters, brother, you masters, but are you taking care of your health? Can you still move? Because you know, going through the ranks, the greater we get, the less we move. For those that know. And we have to move. So we say at Bartendaz, movement is medicine. Move your mind, move your body.
Bartendaz. Dope. So, all right, so take me back to prison for a minute. The crowd is starting to surround you. You realize that you have a gift. What was different about you that made a group of people want to actually become spectators as opposed to the next man? What were you doing to actually build a brand where people want to see you do it? What were you doing?
I wanted to create something totally different from what I said. I see everybody doing a regular pull-up. And I'm like, there's more to that pull-up. And then I went, I prayed in the Most High, give me some wisdom on this bar, because I love working out. And then my mind, I started dreaming of me doing things on the bar. I'm dreaming of these moves. And I'm like, I can't wait to get back to the bar. But now I'm thirsty. So once again, the bar is quenching my thirst. And now I'm going to create a fountain of youth for my seniors. So this bar, it's just levels on it. And we know the word level backwards is what? Level.
Yeah.
So we still need that balance.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, this bar is bringing me the balance that I need. And it just started drawing people like a magnet. And I knew when Jack LaLanne called me, I knew I was onto something special. Jack LaLanne called my phone. I'm like, Jack LaLanne? Bang, I hung up on him.
That is a joke.
I ain't got time. I'm stressed out. I'm going through struggles. I'm not a phys ed teacher. I don't have a gym license.
Absolutely.
I'm not getting high. I'm not a trainer. He called back. This is Jack LaLanne. Jack LaLanne, one of my superheroes? Why would you call me that? Because you did a move that everyone did in the world that never met you. I'm next. What did you just say? You created one move that everyone did in the world that never met you. That's gangster, they call in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
You never met Jack LaLanne, but I bet you did a jumping jack.
Yeah.
I bet you your cousin's mother's aunt did a jumping jack. Why are you on my phone, sir? My grandchildren love you. You're watching me? I got a book coming out called Fiscal Fitness. You have to open up my show. I cried.
Television?
No, he had a book. Last book he wrote called Fiscal Fitness, how to make money off fitness.
Gotcha, okay.
He wanted me to open up the show at his book signing next to Madison Square Garden at a bookstore called Booker's. I'll never forget.
Wow, when was that?
This was maybe, I guess, almost 10, 12 years ago.
Oh man, you talking about.
And I meet him, he's 95 already. I meet his wife, I'm like, the family, we love you, Giant. I'm like, I love y'all. Like, I'm here to do push-ups? Like, for Jack LaLanne? Right. The man that put on Arnold Schwarzenegger and created muscle. You know my history. Jack LaLanne, you swam the lake with a boat with people. I watched you.
Right.
With no weights. And he's asking me to, I'm like, I know I got something special.
So from what I understand, you train Styles and Jadakiss?
Styles called first. No disrespect. I hung up on him too. I'm not expecting no one to call me. Who am I?
Right.
Yo, what's up, brother Styles? Styles? P from the Locks, my favorite, hardest rapper in the world? I don't feel like playing. Bang.
You gotta have it hanging up on everybody.
I do, but that comes with the territory from where I grew up.
Right.
If you playing with me, I don't feel like playing. I got so much on my mind. I'm trying to live. He called back, brother Styles. Styles, what you want? I'm tired of hearing your name. I'm tired of seeing your videos. That stuff is fake. I've been around, I work out, I've been around the world. You're not doing that. Yes, I am. Where you at? In Harlem? I'm on my, now?
He coming.
He pulled up, big Benz, iced out, by himself. I'm like, yo, I love you, man. He's like, do all that. You got anybody with you? I had 9 people with me, girls in heels. She's going first. With heels? What the? Anybody I touch is platinum. Anyone you touch, anyone I touch, start with me. I want to do a juice bar. Well, how you going to do it? First, we're just going to go to juice bars and work out. I know he's going to create them.
He created juice bars.
He got 4 of them.
Yeah, he's got this right.
So imagine me being with him before a juice bar existed. You know what that means to me?
Yeah.
So now I'm working out with Styles. Jada, you coming? Nah, Giant. Jada wouldn't mess with me. Sheik would, just only Styles. Somebody got to set the example.
Exactly.
Styles ain't coming to the gym. I'm going to meet you in the park. In the neighborhood, the whole crowd's coming. So what? I'm with you. So now I got a celebrity. They're like, Giant, how did you get him here? The bar.
The bar.
The bar. We're going to take a drink. We don't need Hennessy. We're drinking at this bar. He fell in love with the bar. Okay. They started looking at him like, this boy ain't fat. This boy's looking good. He's running. He's working out. And he said, Giant, this is stress management for me, brother. What you did for me is not even a physical. That's my peace, man. Now, this is my peace.
Now, Giant, I notice every time you do your sample, you doing this and you keep.
I mean, it's only because
you're not just doing this.
No, brother. The body was, when the Most High created this phenomenal body, He didn't create it to go one direction.
Absolutely.
We are north, south, east, and west. When I touch the bar, I mean, I have to give you every direction I was created in. In that set, in that move. Because when I touch the bar, I want to tell a story. I don't care who touches that bar. It could be 1 million people here, 13-pack, 80-pack, arms this big. When I touch the bar, it's like they forgot you touched it. Because I want to tell a story on that bar. I want to show you my pain on that bar. I want to show you my love on my, that's my self-expression of who I am. So when you go up there, it's not competition. Just be you. Because that's the only time it's you versus you.
Well, I'm only mentioning these brothers because I respect them. I love listening to them, and a lot of people know them. How far did Styles and Jada go from, like, give me a success story from when they got there, they couldn't even maybe pull up, and now they're doing what?
Well, Styles was already working out. He did have pull-ups, but I took him to the next level.
Okay.
I took him to the next level. So he started doing, if he was doing 7 to 10 sets, now he's doing 20, 25 sets.
What's in a set?
And thank you for asking. A set,
not one.
that's not one. A set, according to bartenders in the lifestyle, is a pull-up, a push-up, and a dip.
Okay.
That's a set.
That's a set.
So he can do that 20 times, 25 times. Now you might say, how many reps?
And a dip.
Some of us get caught up in reps, and I think that's what I mastered from what I heard. We get caught up with this. Let me get 10. You just got here. Just give me 1 9 times. 1 pull-up, just 1. Come back, give me 1 push-up. 9 times, that's 9 sets. When you get better, we'll do 2. I want your pull-up to be clean, because if you're doing 9 sloppy ones, when you're around grandmasters, they're not going to respect you. Just like martial arts. If you throw the kick, yeah, we know who you learned from.
Right.
You don't gotta throw 90 kicks, just throw 1.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what you're doing.
Got it.
So I wanted to create a science and wisdom, because I realized after speaking to Jack LaLanne, I mean, this is the most, you didn't ask me this, but this is my downside of my pain again, because I'm growing, but now here comes my crash. Here comes my mental suicide. Jack LaLanne calls me and says, well, I don't want to hurt your feelings, but they already stole 30% of your stuff and you ain't got the money to sue. What you mean?
That's what he said?
Yeah, what you mean? Well, you didn't hear it from me, but something named P90X is in love with you. He's gonna come and go, but he's not you. Is what you're doing in the books. Your moves don't exist.
So you had to pack, what'd you have to do?
I didn't pattern nothing.
You didn't pack, you had to package it up?
I didn't, here I am, still pushing.
Now. As we speak.
As we speak, and this is another 15 years later.
Gotcha.
So now I'm like, well, let me just keep pushing and doing what I'm doing. Somebody called me up from another city. How to create a bartenders in Louisiana. Wow, come out here, let me train you. How can I get one in Hungary? How can I get one in Germany? How can I get one in Louisiana, in ATL? Now there's chapters. Wow. Well, let's create a whole day of movement where we all come together and promote health and wellness, and we go to different communities. Now it's in Brooklyn. Now they're doing a health tour. Because it doesn't exist. In my community, looking good exists. Mad bling bling, no think think. Long as you shining and you sick, that woman is bad, but she's sick inside. You know you sick, but you beautiful. Well, how do I get you to see that?
Wealthy, but not healthy.
Not healthy. So then when I look at my Michael Jacksons, my Prince, my Luther Vandross, I'm like, they had all the wealth, but they didn't have the health. How do I get to that level to say, I'm your balance, I'm your bridge? When brothers and young brothers see you, he ain't down with us. When they see you on that bar, I want to get next to him. So I want to build a bridge with the older brothers, the younger brothers. That's how I balance the health. They might not like your music. You might not like their music. But that bar is the common balance when we come to this park.
That's crazy. So a park, so if we want to do something here, for example, here at Beane Acres, what I like about it is all we have to do is bring the structure.
That's it.
Have you ever taken the structure somewhere?
I got portable bars. When I put them together, they're online pushing each other. Let me tell you, the most scariest thing I've seen in prison, they invited me back.
Really?
I'm giving speech engagements. So I said, I'm not coming back, it's not about the money. They said, well, what do you want? I said, I want one of my dreams to come true. I got a lot of dreams. What is it? I want my program in the yard. What? You in the program class? No, I want to be in the yard.
On the prison.
That's never been done in the history. Before you was born, no one comes to the yard. You might walk by, look in the window, you're not going out there as a civilian. Then I don't want my program here. When my program got back, the wardens called me and said, violence is down because of you. Why? Because you told people in the jail, if they stab each other, they can't participate with the workout. So now the gangsters like, nobody better not get cut or stabbed. I want that program. That's my piece. Now I got gangsters fighting over the tender sheet. I want to take the, what you want to take the tenders for? I want to be a part of the bartenders, bruh.
Wow.
So I didn't care who you was, that bar made us equal. I don't care if you was blood, Crip, and yet that when we come in this bar, we won.
Wow.
We
John,
won.
How many of the average regular can you do? What's the most you can do?
Well, let me say this again because I want to just backtrack. If you notice, I said we caught up in this 10 number. Let's do 10. My max I've ever done, I asked some of my brothers, they said my max was like 71 to 73. So what though? Let me tell you why. Okay. When I got with the OGs that were bar masters, I knocked out my 72, and guess what my teacher said? I don't care, do it again, then you're great.
72 more?
Do it again, because it's not a set. You ain't gonna be no mental midget, brother. You just did 90, you did 200. If you don't do it again, don't do it. If you ain't doing 90 again, then don't do it, because it's not a set. You need to master sets. So I'm gonna do 9 pull-ups 70 times. That changed the game.
You've done that?
In my sleep. Because keep in mind, if I'm doing 3 pull-ups, then you 3 pull-ups, and then Styles do 3 pull-ups, I had an air break.
Right.
So now, see, so you're learning to do that push-up, and now we're mentally building. The bar brings so much mental information, people would not believe it. But it depends who you drinking with at the bars. It's like going to a regular bar. You drinking, you gotta be careful who you drinking with. So if you're hanging with the right person, now I want you to come hang with me, come drink with me. You stressed out, you lost your job, meet me in the park. Yo, my wife, come drink at the bars. You're down, I feel, it's almost like chess. You forget you gotta be to work if you start a game of chess too late.
That's true.
Because that mind is in tune with that. So my max I've ever done was between 71, 73, and that was at least 20, 25 years ago. Wow. So now my thing is sets. How many sets can I do? So when I got Jada Kiss had pull-ups, but he wasn't able to do what he's doing now. Jada can perform to 3 or 4 in the morning, drink, party all night, and be at my door knocking at 6 in the morning. When he takes me on tour with him, I know it's real. It's the lifestyle now. You want me with you on tour? What you need me for? You Jada Kiss. I need my piece. I need my piece, and that's that bar.
And the bar is portable.
And the bar's portable.
So let me ask you this. So what do you have? You don't mind me asking, how old are you?
Well, physically I'm 52. Mentally I'm close to 1,000. Only because I'm around wisdom like Brother Norman and yourself and so many other great minds that give me the food to eat, man. The proper food, because I understand how to eat now. I ate everything before. So now I know what's in my diet. I can't, and I don't mean eat food, I mean mental food. I can't eat that.
Got you.
I can't be around that.
So let's help some people there real quick. I noticed I offered you some water and you said, no, I'm fasting.
Yes.
So I'm like, okay, I'll take it. But no, you said I'm fasting. So even water, when you say fasting, you mean completely?
No water, no food.
Until when?
No, to sunset.
Okay, so this is how often?
Well, I'm fasting this month because it's Ramadan for me.
Okay.
But I usually fast at least 3-4 times a month outside of Ramadan.
Outside of Ramadan.
Because I want to be able to chase you down with no food or water me for 4 hours and be comfortable.
And so talk to people about the importance of fasting. What does fasting, people associate fasting with hunger. What does fasting actually do?
Fasting, first and foremost, it clears the mind and the body. It's a reset. We put so many things inside that, we don't get a chance to exert that stuff and take that stuff out. So if I don't put anything inside, now my senses is like, I can hear the birds that you can't hear right now.
Gotcha, it's clarity.
It's clearer, the clarity, you know what I mean?
So somebody like myself, relatively small guy, my metabolism is really high. I've been blessed. I don't know if it's a gift or a curse. I'm gonna call it a gift. My metabolism is really high. If I fast, I will actually lose weight, and I can't afford to lose weight.
I beg to differ. I have people slimmer than you.
Okay.
Petite. Actually gain weight fasting.
Wow.
Because when you don't eat until a certain time and then you do eat, if you know how to eat proper, it'll put weight on you. So there's people that call me that was like, John, I can't gain weight. I'm eating proteins. And I'm like, it's when you're eating. Eat, then rest with that food on you. I didn't think about it. I'm eating all day and running. Stop running. Stop moving. Work out, eat, eat. And they was like, Giant, I can't believe I went to these doctors and I'm gaining weight.
So, okay, maybe I need to redefine what a fast is, because my ignorance, I thought fasting was just not eating.
No, it's a mental thing. It's not just, it depends. You practice. For me, it could be from 6 hours. You might practice first 4 hours. You have to become a pragmatic practitioner. Okay. Keep practicing. I'm gonna practice today for 2 hours.
No eating.
No eating, no water, no juice, no even foul language. Whatever I was doing too much of, I'm even gonna cut down on that.
So fasting isn't just food?
Not just food. Okay. I love partying. Today I'm not gonna play Isaac Hayes or the Ozzy Brothers so long. I'm gonna play a little bit more jazz, a little bit more Lena Horne, or a little bit more, I'm gonna do this today. So it's about the change of habits and the control of discipline.
I saw a gentleman go viral. Older gentleman. You may have seen this. Instagram, YouTube, his hair was braided. Everybody was sharing it. And man, he was doing pull-ups with like one finger. I I bet you he came from your program or was inspired by it. Did you see that?
I'm going to humbly say he was inspired because I'm going to humbly say this. No one was respecting the pull-up bar until Bartendaz came.
that's
I'm saying this humbly. No, because, I mean, we always did pull-ups, but no one gave the bar life. And that's why we call a bar Barbara. And we call a floor Florina. And we call Deborah the Dips, because I gave these names to give these things life. So the pull-up bar was there, yes, but nobody did nothing on it. But I didn't know how special I was until not just Jack LaLanne, a gymnast called me, a top gymnast in the world. Giant, you're a god. No, I'm not. I'm a servant of God. No, you're a god. Why are you saying that? Well, I'm the top gymnast. I met him. Oh, my Lord. You missed. My bar moves. So what? It went right past me. I'm a gymnast, so my bar moves. It missed me again, and then it hit me. My steel bar don't move. How the hell are you doing that? And my bar is bouncing. It's in gymnasts. Their bars move.
They move, yeah.
Not that steel bar. No. So how are you moving your body and the bar ain't giving nothing back? And you have 0 injuries. I've been watching you. You ain't never been injured. Because I don't lift weights. The heaviest thing I lift is books. And character. You know what I mean? So, so then my OG told me, okay, well, if you want to be great, and you are the greatest, now make everybody else great. What? Anybody you touch got to be great or you ain't great. Kyrie got a wicked handle. If he ain't teach nobody, he ain't the greatest. He's just great. I want to be the greatest. So everyone I touch, I want to become great so you could become great and make someone else great.
So 2 questions before we go. 1, let's save some lives. What are 3 to 5 common mistakes people make from a standpoint? Give me maybe 2 in fitness and 3 in diet, but health mistakes. What are we doing wrong? Our community especially. Let's stop.
We want the quick fix. That's the first one. We want because you sign up in the gym don't mean you're going to get healthy.
Just got your membership.
Just got your membership. You know, and if you get a trainer, get one that works out with you. It might motivate you instead of standing there and watch you. No disrespect to the trainers. I love y'all. I think y'all doing a beautiful job. But if you hire me, I'm moving with you.
Before we get to the other tip, so Andre Norman actually flew you in to work out with him. So how does a person, when you leave, how do you keep him inspired? You can't live in Atlanta.
No, I cannot. But I give him the moves, the exercises, and then I call on that Zoom and say, let's move together. I don't need an hour on Zoom with him.
Gotcha. As
long as I can get him to move, that movement, that time and that energy is going to start taking place to where it's like, John, you ready? No, I already moved, John. I already did it. Because now the body's craving. When you start getting to a certain level, the body's like, I'm not waiting for Giant. I'm going to meet you at the bar.
Makes sense.
It makes sense.
Okay, so back to the tips. Stop looking for fast results.
Stop looking for fast results.
What's eating habits?
Eating habits, my biggest challenge was one of my best friends told me, I got a challenge for you. We're going to do 1,000 push-ups if you can't answer these questions. I'm not doing 1,000 a day. So let's make it 500 push-ups. What's the questions? You can't name the top 10 fruits. That hurt me. That hurt me. So I started going to my neighborhoods, all the people eating at Benihana's and the best restaurants. Name the top 10 fruits. They looking in the sky. We don't know how to eat. We can name the best juices, best cereals, best potato chips. We can't name the top 10 fruits? And I was one of them.
Got you.
Wow, first thing I said was bananas, and I'm like, too much protein. Orange can help my people with diabetes. I gotta rethink this.
So bananas and oranges aren't in it?
They're not in the top 10, because protein it affects the body different.
Right.
It's in the top 20, 25.
So give me the top 5.
I'm just gonna say, eat what's very, very good for you. Now I'm working out. I gotta create a slanguage. That's what I called Norman to help me change the language of working out. So now it's very, very good for you. What are the berries? Strawberry, raspberry, blueberry, blackberry, come on, man.
Cranberry.
We don't respect the berry unless it's with liquor. So come meet me at the bars again.
So all the berries.
I ain't drinking no cranberry unless there's some vodka. So now I gotta take you to the pull-up bar. I gotta have them fruits there that you ain't been eating. You ain't gotta make the shake yet. So now fast forward, I'm going to every juice bar with Styles. Then he calls me, I gotta show you something. Juices for life. Like, I cried, man. I'm like, Styles, yo. So this is just one. We were selling negativity, we were selling crack, and now we're selling oranges and apples. And we laughed about it because you're a gangster rapper selling fruit.
Yeah.
What a Jedi mind trick for the community.
Absolutely.
Huh?
Absolutely.
So now it's you the only rapper in the locks that brought anything back to the community. You know how many rappers we got in 5 boroughs that didn't bring nothing back? So I said, I would love to be a part of what you're doing. He said, no, I got to be a part of what you're doing for life. You want to be a part of, he said, no, this is a marriage. So now any school or prison you go to, my team is going with you. So now I'm giving speeches, I'm working out, and Jada Kiss is doing more push-ups than everybody in the school? No. Forget me talking about it. He's a rapper. If you're already physically fit and he's coming in here doing more pull-ups than you and push-ups, then you got to reevaluate everything you're doing. If you're a grandmaster and you teach fitness and Kiss gets on the bar, he's been on the bar a minute and a half. I think I'm doing pull-ups wrong. Because there's pull-ups and there's chin-ups. I don't teach chin-ups. That's for the Army. And I see a lot of y'all using a lot of my stuff. Thank you. Thank you for promoting all of my moves, because most of the moves that people are doing, I humbly say again, came from my system. Because nobody was going left to right. And that's why Jack LaLanne called me and said, I want to know your mind, not your moves. What made you think about going left? Because I've been doing this for 70 years and I never thought of going left to right. He already did the pull-ups. He never moved. He said, what you're doing is multi-dimensional. You're moving your legs, your core, everything is, you're insane, man. You're insane.
So let me say this before we go. So one of the things we're going to do at the podcast is I'm going to start bringing people here. I'm going to expand the dock.
Please.
Or we can change locations. And I'm going to start bringing people here to demonstrate. Like, for example, my Wing Chun instructor, we couldn't demonstrate without falling in the water. Can you make a commitment one day that we could do it live here?
Only if you
bring
let
some
me,
people out?
only if you let me give you a push-up.
For sure.
I'll give you a push-up. And I could definitely, brother, this space right here alone can change the world.
Right.
This space with this energy and this lake behind us, people will leave here and want to come back and get drunk like, can I get another session? I'm thirsty. I'm thirsty.
That'd be crazy.
So this space is the ultimate.
It's conducive.
It's conducive.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
This is it, man. I mean, when he's seen it, I'm like, I'm honored, man. I never met no one with a lake, and I'm like, he got the water next to him.
No, thank you, man. Thank you. So before we go, man, I always ask everybody if you had to pick one animal, one of God's creators. My favorite is the tiger.
I love the tiger.
We switch it out all the time, but I picked the tiger for you because being so humble, man, and you coming out on a whim like this and getting a chance to meet you. First of all, it's my honor.
It's my honor,
represents
brother.
humility. He has a one-shot, one-kill mentality, and he commands a lot of respect. So that's why I like the tiger. He's not the king of the jungle, but you don't want to run up on him, right? At all.
At all. He put some work on lions. Man.
What's yours? If you had to pick one animal on the Instincts podcast to the listeners that you relate to, what would it be and why?
Well, I have a few, but I'm going to have to say for this instance, on the Billionaire Podcast, I will have to say the owl. And the reason being, I was moving so fast, attacking things like the tiger, but I never had time to pay attention and watch the wolves, watch the hyenas, while the hyenas being watched by the wolves. So I had to pay attention and watch and become wise. Stop the movement. Just be quiet, discipline yourself, and pay attention to everything that's going on around you and learn. And I said, okay, it's the owl.
It's the owl.
It's the owl for today.
I love it.
It's going to possibly change, but today, it's the owl.
I can owl.
Sitting up high, watching and ready to soar.
I love it, man. I love it. Where can everybody find you, Giant? Give us the Instagram, give us the YouTube, give us the handles.
Giant Bartendaz, Bartendaz. Giant Bartendaz on Instagram. And I am also on Facebook under Bartendaz, Bartendaz. Hassan Yasin, HASSAN YASIN.
I love it, man.
Thank you so much,
brother.
brother.
We'll put it in the caption. We'll put it in the comments. If you guys haven't seen this man work out on YouTube and all the brothers behind him that can't wait to take a sip.
that thing is calling me. I'm trying to ignore that wood. It's like, it keeps like, come over here and touch me, please. I'm trying to ignore it.
There's a bar over here that he keeps looking at.
It's not even a bar. It's a piece of wood, y'all. Like, if I could put my fingers on it, it's gone. I'm gone.
It's gone, man.
I'm gone.
It's gone. I appreciate it, man. Give me the Instagram one more time.
Giant Bartendaz.
B-A-R?
Bartendaz. D-A-Z.
Love it, man. I love it, man. You got Giant in the building, man. Hey, it's a great day to change lives. I really appreciate it. You guys know this episode was sponsored by Monetize Your Message. Everybody has a story, but your message belongs to the world, and that's what we do. We help you formulate, market, and monetize it. Giants in the building. Thanks for your time, man. See you guys on the next episode.
Thank you.
Man,
Wow.
way to run it impromptu, man.
No,
I
thanks to
appreciate
you, brother. I appreciate you,
It's
brother.
my honor, man.
Brother, I
It
mean
really
it, brother.
is.
Thank you, man.
Yes.
Thank you,
I was,
man.
I was telling Quana, the funnest thing about this
This is incredible,
is,
brother.
is meeting the people. It really is. Like, the count is great. I got a lot of followers. I'm meeting, but the funnest thing is
Brother,
the
this is a
relationships, man.
bar camp. This is a retreat. This is a mental space. I mean, I've had husbands and wives come to me. I was divorced from my wife, but we together working out. We back together.
Wow.
Because we worked out together.
That's great.
Simple little things.
Little things. Save it.
Save it.
That's
man.
awesome.
You know,
That's awesome.
Nori, the guy that Drink Champs,
Yeah, no, yeah.
smoked all the Newport cigarettes in existence, was ready to die. Called Styles. Styles said, called Giant. Flew me out.
Nori did.
Nori.
Yeah.
Started moving. I got a bad knee. I can't run. Yes, you can. We getting on the sand. No excuse. Don't run on concrete. Run on that. There's no contact. So you know.
Absolutely.
You know. So just trying to bring back that health and wellness to my people, man, and character development is important to me. That's what we say. GIANT is an acronym for growing is a noble thing. You ain't gonna grow if you ain't noble.
You didn't say that.
I mean,
GIANT is acronym for what?
Growing is a noble thing.
I should have asked. Growing is a noble thing.
Yeah, so you're not gonna grow. I can't get around, Mr. Andre. He's not gonna know nobody without no nobility around him.
Absolutely.
So that was important for me. So I started creating acronyms around everything. So that bar just became so special. And I said, well, how do I give workshops on gang prevention now? I'm gonna use the bar.
Yeah. Growing is a noble thing.
Growing is a noble.
Bartender. It's the dopest branding in the world, man.
Wow, brother, thank you, man. So can I talk to him about briefly the water drink? Just mention the name, see what he thinks.
Yeah.
The drink is called, for bartenders, What Are You Waiting For?
I like it. What are you waiting for?
I just gotta, when we get there, Drake,
What are you waiting for?
I wanna work out. What are you waiting for?
I like it. Y'all, is some of y'all putting together? It's like kind of new. I like it, man. I like it a lot. Hey, I need that bad boy to sit right here. Hey,
By your
if
permission.
anything I can do to help you endorse it, promote it, let me know.
Come back to this space.
Yeah.
Do an event.
Yeah.
Some exercise, and tell people we don't have to have weights. Let's use each other as our strength. And I'm telling you that 1 hour you give me with your people, you're gonna be like, Giant, I was not expecting them to feel the way they feel.
Let's set that up. 1 hour, and we can do it up there on Focus Field. Yeah, we'll get it straight. Much love, man.
Much love,
I appreciate it.
brother.
Thanks for the
I appreciate
impromptu,
you,
man.
brother. Thank you so much, brother. This is
Yes, sir.
a dream, brother.